She's so expensive. It's $200 an hour. And the first time I did a session with her, she goes, you know, I think you should really see me 3 times a week. And I was like, yeah, I bet you think that. 3 times a week? $600 a week? I'll just send myself to therapy school and learn all the tips and tricks. How do you say tricks and tips? Tips and tricks? That was my first time saying that little one. Tips and tricks? Tricks and tips? I dyslexic it. Tricks and tips? Okay, I won't. Juice isn't worth the squeeze on that phrase. Tricks and tips. Tips and tricks. Wow. You know, I actually... No. I mess up little sayings quite a bit, so I try to stay away from them. I'll be like, oh, you know, all the rabbits eat the worms or whatever, and people are like, I don't think that's the right saying. I'm like, you kind of know what I mean. A worm got eaten. They're like, I have no reference point, whatever you're talking about. Oh, this is the worst one I mess up. So I'll say, and I am dyslexic, so the 2 worst things I'll mess up, one of them's much worse than the other one. One of them, instead of saying you have to work smarter, not harder, I do it wrong. So I always say, oh, I'm just going to try to work harder, not smarter, you know? And people are like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good policy. And I'm like, nah, I got to stop, you know, doing what I'm doing. I got to work harder and not so smart, okay? And then the other thing, this one's really embarrassing.